Have you ever had that feeling that you're capable of so much more? That there's a sharper, faster, just better version of yourself locked away somewhere? Well, that feeling, that deep-seated desire to overcome our own limitations, it's one of the oldest stories we've ever told ourselves. And today, we're going to look at two fascinating parallel quests to do exactly that. One rooted in ancient faith, and the other in the absolute cutting edge of science. I will reverse the defeat. I will turn danger into safety. I will turn defeat into victory. Now, this powerful declaration, it's from one of our spiritual sources, but it's more than just a phrase, isn't it? It's a primal cry. It really gets to the emotional heart of our journey today. This profound, unwavering drive for a total reversal, for complete restoration. So, to understand this, let's start with a really incredible, almost superhuman ideal of the human mind. Just try to imagine a consciousness that operates without any lag, any delay whatsoever. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but it's absolutely central to one of the worldviews we're diving into. Imagine understanding something incredibly complex, not in a few minutes or even a few seconds, but in a literal flash. This idea, it's called instant comprehension. And in one spiritual framework, this is described as humanity's original intended state. The ultimate example given? Adam in the Garden of Eden. The text suggests he named millions of animals on the spot, instantaneously grasping their very essence without any kind of logic or prior experience, just pure instant knowing. So how on earth was that supposed to be possible? Well, the belief is that the human mind was originally designed to operate at 100% capacity. This wasn't about being a super genius as we think of it today. No, this was about a state of flawless intuition, a direct, unhindered connection that allowed for immediate understanding. Okay, so that's the ideal, but how does our brain actually work, according to modern science? As you're about to see, the biological reality paints a very, very different picture. Modern neuroscience gives us a picture that's grounded in our physical reality. And as you can see in a system like this, our consciousness isn't some magical, instantaneous receiver. It's deeply integrated into our biology, a complex system with very real physical limits. And one of the most mind-bending limits is time itself. Research now suggests that our conscious awareness has a built-in delay of about half a second. That's 500 milliseconds. Now stop and think about that for a second. By the time you consciously decide to do something, say swing a bat at a baseball, your unconscious brain has already started the action. You're effectively living half a second in the past all the time. And this creates a massive gap. On one side, you have this spiritual ideal of instant, perfect comprehension, and on the other, you have a biological reality where our conscious mind is constantly playing catch-up. It really forces you to ask a pretty fundamental question. Why are we so limited? Well, both worldviews actually offer an explanation for why we're not operating at that ideal 100%. And what's truly fascinating, almost unbelievable, is that they both describe these limitations using the exact same metaphor, the idea of being bound by shackles. From that spiritual perspective, the idea is that our original mental blueprint was corrupted. Humanity fell from that perfect 100% state. Our true potential was effectively imprisoned, and our brain function was suppressed down to less than 5% of what it was truly designed to be. Science, on the other hand, points to a totally different kind of shackle, epigenetics. The easiest way to think about it is this. Your DNA is like a huge library of instruction manuals for your body. Now, epigenetics doesn't rewrite the books. Instead, it's like chemical sticky notes get placed on certain pages, telling a body to ignore this chapter. These molecular shackles are influenced by our environment and our lifestyle, and over time, they can lock away beneficial genes, which contributes to aging and disease. But here's where it gets really interesting. This is where these two very different paths seem to converge. You see, neither framework is happy to just describe these shackles. Both are actively, passionately pursuing ways to break them, to reverse what seems irreversible, and finally unlock that lost potential. And their methods are worlds apart, but their goals are strikingly similar. The spiritual path is internal. It's about using prayer and meditation to reopen so-called spiritual channels and restore the mind's original connection. The scientific path is biological. Using this powerful process called epigenetic reprogramming, scientists are literally learning how to wash away those molecular sticky notes we talked about, to remove the shackles and reset a cell to a younger, more functional state. And this scientific quest to reverse aging, let me be clear. This is not just a theory anymore. It is happening in labs right now, and the results, even at these very early stages, are nothing short of remarkable. In preclinical studies with mice, the results have been absolutely stunning. By reprogramming cells back to a younger state, scientists have managed to reinvigorate old tissues, they've regenerated damaged optic nerves to literally restore sight in blind mice, and they've even improved heart function. They are proving at a cellular level that key aspects of aging can, in fact, be reversed. Which brings us to a final, pretty provocative thought. We've just looked at two profound quests to restore human potential. One seeks to return to a perfect, lost blueprint from the past. The other is actively developing the tools to write an entirely new one for the future. And it leaves us with this fundamental question. Are we trying to recover a past perfection? Or are we on the verge of engineering a completely new future for what it even means to be human?